Man, I was struggling to find King of the Ring on Peacock. I could not find it anywhere, man. Finally got to it here. It almost made me a little bit late for the live stream. I'm like, okay, wait a minute. I know it's on here. It's just a matter of finding it. I had to resort to Google. I just Googled King of the Ring Peacock, and it took me right over there. But I could not find it using the search engine. Whether I did King of the Ring, KOR, anything like that, and under the premium live events, if you click View All, I didn't see King of the Ring on there. So luckily, I tracked it down. Hopefully, you guys didn't have any trouble locating it either on Peacock. And we are here to find out how much this watch along weighs. How much do you guys think it weighs? How much do you think I weigh? How much do you think this computer weighs? How much do all of you in the chat combined weigh? Do you know how much my house weighs? We're going to find out tonight. It's going to be fun. This is a loaded card. Underrated King of the Ring. The King of Hearts, Owen Hart, is born. We have a great WWE Championship match with Bret Hart defending against Intercontinental Champion Diesel. We have Roddy Piper and Jerry Lawler main eventing this whole damn thing. And it is a pretty decent show from what I remember, even though it's weird at a very weird down time in the company in 1994. But things would get worse in 1995. This isn't even as bad as it would get. But the whole Art Donovan deal here on King of the Ring was something else. And this should be a fun one to look back on. So let me just get myself organized and situated here and say hello to everybody in the chat. This is the second time we are up here today. If you are a channel member, you joined us earlier on in the day and watched me and Elizabeth watch Monday Night Raw about a couple of weeks after the show from July 11th, 1994, the one that had the Bret Hart versus 1-2-3 Kid WWF Championship match. That was a lot of fun. Elizabeth sat in on her first ever live stream. She did well. And if you guys like it, we'll bring her on here even more often. And tonight is going to be a fun one. I'm ready to kick back and watch some Owen Hart, as we are just a few days, couple of weeks after his birthday and a couple of days before the anniversary of his death, which will now be, 24 years, which is something else. So it's a good night for Owen here. It's a good night kind of for Bret, but not really. And it should be fun. So hopefully you guys are doing well. Let me get everything pulled up over here so I can see you guys. I got my King of the Ring there. I need to look at the chat. Good to see Vash, Nicola. We are Pro Wrestling. Glad you're here in case we have some questions. Tatanani is back. We saw you this morning. Ray Ferrand is in the house. So is Mike Rouse. We've got Brad. What up, dude? We have Jeff McMahon is back. Good to see you from earlier. Angie Law is here. Good to see you as well, struggling with the Peacock. Angie, if you can't figure it out, just type in King of the Ring Peacock in Google, and it'll give you a link over to Peacock. That's what I did. Good to see Ben Espinoza in the house as well. And we have George Morris. I'm sorry, K-Dog's Kennel beat you. K-Dog's Kennel beat you, George Morris. Sorry, man. Kevin, good to see you, brother. Appreciate the $5. And you were here earlier on watching me and Elizabeth as well. Rest in peace, Owen Hart. I still say that Owen should have had a brief run with the WWE title during his feud with Bret, even if it was just a transitional run. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I would have had Owen do what Backlund did. I mean, if you really wanted to make it, a transitional run, that's what Backlund was, a heel transitioning the belt between two baby faces. So if this was Owen, it could have been Owen screwing over Bret, somehow winning the title, and then Diesel beating him for it in Madison Square Garden in 8 seconds. And then, you could you just leave out Backlund basically, and then maybe have your Bret and Owen blow off at WrestleMania 11 instead of that stupid shit they did with Backlund. Maybe you run it back, rematch of WrestleMania 10, Bret versus Owen, no title on the line, neither guy is champion, ultimate blow off of their feud. Bret wins, and that's it. You can even have Piper as the referee if you want, but having Owen in that position instead of Backlund probably would have made for some better TV. No offense to Backlund. George Morris is back. 5 more from you. Hey, Greg, King of the Ring, 94, 10 out of 10. What do you think of Art Donovan's commentary? I was 14 years old. O.J. Simpson case around this time. Yes, earlier today when we were watching the Monday Night Raw from the next month, they mentioned Marcia Clark, who I think was the lead prosecutor in the O.J. case. I was 17 years old. I was working in restaurants as a busboy at the time. I remember the whole O.J. Simpson car chase and arrest and the whole thing happening in 1994 and 1995. It was a wild time, George. Can't wait to listen to some Art Donovan on commentary. Zach, what's up, buddy? Just been exchanging DMs with you right now. Think we finally got a date figured out. I was supposed to be a guest with Zach and Thomas on their YouTube channel 1 week from tomorrow on Memorial Day, but I forgot it was Memorial Day and I've got a family barbecue planned that day. So I had to DM Zach. I'm like, bro, I think we got to cancel Memorial Day. Let's do it the next day. I think we finally figured out an alternative date. It's going to be the following week. And I'm going to be over there on Zach's channel reviewing King of the Ring 1998. We've done a review and a watch along here on this channel already on that show. So that should be fun to discuss with you guys. Thanks again, Zach, for all your understanding, and I appreciate the $5. I would say it weighs about as much as King Mabel. Yeah, you're probably referring to the chat. All of us combined probably weigh as much as King Mabel. Chad Rittenberry, good to see you as well. Anybody else? Joe Brill, who might be chiming in, saying hello. Good to see you. We might be up against some NBA playoffs, possibly, or some NHL. I think Boston and Miami play tonight. But that should be the only thing we're up against other than maybe some WWE treasures on A&E shows or something like that. Otherwise, hopefully, we can kick back together and watch some King of the Ring in 1994. So hopefully, while I have been chatting, you have found King of the Ring in Peacock. Like I said, you want to go to Season 2, Episode 1. It is a 2-hour, 45-minute, and 32-second runtime, according to Peacock. And we'll hit play together here in just a second. Once we do, timer right here starts to run, and that's how we roll over here. But you guys know that, and I don't have to tell you. I think I'm ready to take it back to 1994. What do y'all say? It's kind of weird, too, because today me and Elizabeth watched the Raw that took place a couple of weeks after this. I didn't catch the actual date on King of the Ring 1994, so I don't know how many weeks ahead that was, but the Raw that we watched this morning aired on July 11th, 1994. They taped all of July's Raws on July 1st. So the July 4th show, the July 11th, the July 18th, and whatever, all throughout July were taped on July 1st. On July 4th, Joey Morella was killed in a car accident. And he would be featured all month long on WWE refereeing matches because they taped it before his death. Kind of gnarly, but sad memory from this time every year back in 1994. Really a shame what happened to Joey Morella. But this is King of the Ring, June 19th. Thank you. So just a little bit less than a month after King of the Ring is the show that we watched earlier on today. So rest in peace, Joey Morella. All right, I'm ready to go if you guys are. I've got my hand on the play button and my hand on the timer. We'll do a countdown from 3, and we will hit play together if y'all are ready. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, play. Nailed it. I don't even have a beer open yet. I haven't had a beer all day. Here we go. Stella. Ooh, Coliseum Video and Gorilla. Good way to start. Speaking of Coliseum Video, I've got it right here. Okay. It's a little in rough shape. It's okay. Not bad. We got the brackets. All right. Oh, here's Owen. Wait a minute here. Hey, look at there. Future tag team championship partners, right? 5 years later. Bam Bam's in there too. Bam Bam was in the finals the year before. So IRS thinks he's going to win. They're all going to win. All the heels. Double J's just putting his on top of the logo. Oh my God. This will be fun. Gotcha. 3-2 win for the Golden Knights in overtime. I can't believe the NHL has Golden Knights and Krakens in it. What the fuck's going on? I miss this old King of the Ring music. Huh. Oh, yeah, Jeff Jarrett and the kid. And Owen Hart. Oh, Tatanka. I was like, who does he take on in the first round? Tatanka. on the cusp of turning heel at SummerSlam. But that's not all, guys. Diesel getting an early title shot here. You could tell Vince liked him. Bringing Piper back in to face Lawler was so weird, too. Yeah, we know, Piper. You don't retreat. You don't surrender. We know. We're fully aware. The most regal of nights. King of the Ring. I forgot where they are. Oh, that's right. They're in Baltimore. Oh. Who? What? Gonna get the national anthem at King of the Ring? Okay. Weird. Oh, is this the show that started the new generation package? That's right. And this was also the first and only pay per view for years that Vince was not at. That's right. This must have been the surgery, right? Or he was just absent because of the trial. All that shit was going on. Hulk Hogan also on the verge of debuting. Actually, already has, I think, for WCW. Crazy time. Pretty sure that Bash at the Beach that Hogan would face Flair in his first match crushed King of the Ring in business. Oh, they did the. Oh, is that why they did it? Did they only sing the national anthem just so the crowd can go, oh, for the Orioles? I think so. I've been to a game at Camden Yards. Watched him play the Tigers. Tigers swept him all 3 games. And when I was there during the national anthem, all the crowd would go, oh, during the oh part. Okay, thank you, Mr. Blackfoot, or whatever your name is. Let's get it on. Oh, it's Father's Day. On top of that, happy Father's Day to you, Gorilla. You didn't deserve what happened to your son. Look at this guy. Art Donovan. Art O'Donnell. He knows. He screwed up. Razor Ramon. He's picking Razor. It's a pretty good pick, actually. What's up, Dave Sims? Good to see you. Everybody backs the Hitman. That's right. Zach, I don't know if Gorilla's the greatest play-by-play guy of all time. Depends on how you classify that. He's not a color guy, but I think that my attraction to Gorilla is just nostalgia, just the voice of my childhood type of thing. But I'd probably still give the nod to JR on play-by-play type of stuff. But in terms of just overall general commentator, Gorilla, it's hard for me not to consider him my favorite. Oh yeah, I love the old King of the Ring sets with the doors and everything. I miss the music. Yeah, WWE, they were in some turmoil around this time, man. The outlook was not good. But 94 was still better than 95. WrestleMania and SummerSlam were solid shows. Rumble was a solid show. Bottom line. Yeah, Bam Bam was a finalist last year. He's going to be out in the first round this year. Oh, yeah, Luna is his main squeeze. Don't forget. I didn't know Bam Bam had multiple squeezes, but I'm glad Luna is his main one. Sometimes you need like 2, 3 squeezes, I guess, when you're a sexy stud like Bam Bam, anyway. He was goal orientated. That's right. Yeah, we had Macho Man on commentary today, too. That's right, Jeff. We had Macho Man and Jim Ross on the call for Raw today, which was great. They make a great team. How much does this guy weigh? Art Art Donovan is easily the most useless guest commentator they've ever had. And they've had some bad ones. Yeah, I saw Instagram down trending today, but I haven't been on Instagram all day. Started an Instagram account a few months ago for the channel. But much like Facebook, I just don't care much about social media. So I'm okay on posting over there. I thought it would be good for the channel, but we don't have a ton of followers over there or anything. So I may end up scrapping it. I don't know. But for now, it's a good place. Post pictures, shit like that. Look at Luna. You stay away from her, Razor. John Okoye, welcome to the family. Thank you so much for joining. By the way, if anybody is a supporter over on the Patreon page, today's watch along with Elizabeth, I'm going to put that up on Patreon with the show, with the footage of the show. So you'll be able to see the whole thing over there. Keep a lookout. I'll have that up probably by tomorrow. That's gonna be my tonight project. Streets of Miami, yeah. Yeah, I recognize that old Baltimore building. WCW ran a lot of shows there too. Hold my hand. Gorilla loves talking about the pendulum and momentum being swung. The guy with the whistle was the worst manager? I don't know, man. Sean Tolis is a legend. But he had that short run as coach, and I guess he was a bit annoying, but probably no more annoying than Bill Alfonso was. Unless that's who you mean. You might mean Bill Alfonso. Uh, Bulldog. Okay. Razor liked that second row Bulldog. It's trademark. Macho Man's not into explaining shit today. I don't do weddings. He said he doesn't do weddings. Well, you done one of them, Macho Man. The match made in heaven, you don't remember? Yeah, Divine, what's up, man? They were supposed to bring this back. That was supposed to be Night of Champions, was the King and Queen of the Ring. And they decided, no, we're going to make it the Night of the Champions. Even though only half the matches are championship matches, still fine. Razor. Over the top. Yeah, Luna's got that wild 80s band hair still. Check out Luna, watch out. I think I'm going to be quoting Macho Man all night. Yeah. Cal Ripken Jr., he broke that record on my birthday. 2 years in a row, Baltimore Orioles had a record on my birthday. The first one was Cal Ripken broke the consecutive game streak. 1 year later to the day, Eddie Murray, he got his 3,000th hit. Both took place on my birthday, back-to-back years, 94 and 95. How cool is that? I'm not even from Baltimore. I've been there. I've been to Camden Yards, and I've been to Baltimore. It's dirty. I don't like it. Been to D.C., also dirty. Don't like that either. I have no reason to ever visit our nation's capital. Trying to think if we've had, I'm trying to think of any specific, there's probably a lot of them on Coliseum Video, but Bam Bam and Razor one-on-one matches, other than this one. Bam Bam did not get along well with the Clique. Hell no, it's not. He's got Razor and a torture rack. Razor's what, 270? He ain't light. I know that much. Man, I kind of forgot about the women's Money in the Bank. I'm so focused on the men's and Cody and what they could do there. Gotta think about the women too, man. We need some competitors in there before we can really start guessing who's going to win. But Bailey would be fantastic because she'd be great with that briefcase. Razor's hanging in there. A lot of strength by Bam Bam. Another match that might be an interesting shoot fight because Razor is he's legit. I think Bam Bam's kind of legit too. Gorilla, is he dead? Says Art Donovan. Is he dead up there? Gorilla, is he dead? God, Art. Who does Razor face next? Razor makes it to the finals. I don't even know who he beats in the next one. Maybe IRS or something. Gorilla, is he dead? Oh my God, Art. I do know that Art passed away. I just don't remember when. Oh. His right hands by Razor. So good. Look at Bam Bam selling him. Big body slam. Wow, nice slam. You're not gonna razor's edge, Bam Bam. Who's gonna go for the oh, nice awareness by Bam Bam. He saw that his legs weren't getting over that rope. He back elbowed Razor. They aborted the whole thing without it looking like a botch. Can't teach that. Better get it done. Oh, he's going moonsaulting. Oh, that's going to be it. That's a finish. Yeah, that's a perfect opportunity for a finish there to pin a guy as big as Bam Bam. Today in the Raw that we were watching, Razor fought a very, very young Matt Hardy. And he hits him with his fall away slam, and he comes up and he does his thing, to set him up for the Razor's Edge. But instead of putting him in the Razor's Edge, he just small packages Matt Hardy and pins him and wins the match that way. Or no, I'm sorry, it wasn't Matt Hardy. It was some other schmuck. Matt Hardy fought Crush. But whoever Razor's Jabro. Oh, I think it was Barry. It was Barry Horowitz. Excuse me. I got him confused. Barry Horowitz and Razor just rolled him up with a small package instead of hitting him with his finisher. Mabel looks like a tax cheat. Look at him. He was probably cheating on his taxes in the back. Probably on the plane on the way there. He was cheating. I'll see you in the ring. Mm-hmm. M to the A to the B-E-L. Spells Mabel, in case you didn't know. He the king. He ain't the king yet. Next year, he'd be the king. Oscar. It's business, B. It's business, man. I like Oscar's white jacket. That looks awesome. Oscar was low-key good. He could rap, couldn't he? Just throw your hands in the air and wave them in the atmosphere. Something tells me IRS is going to take care of Mabel because they weren't going to do babyface matches. Well, I guess they would. They did it the year before. Tax cheats, all these damn tax cheats in Baltimore. Look, that guy definitely does. He for sure does. That kid's parents does. They're cheating. All of them. That guy cheats. She definitely cheats. Yeah, get out of IRS's face. Stupid cameraman. Cameraman probably cheats too. Yeah, where is Momo? Look at all these tax evaders. You can't really evade your taxes for very long. They'll get you. I got behind a couple years once. It's a pain in the ass to clean all that up. TCB. I file all my wrestling shit with my taxes. My accountant wants everything. He was telling me the trips you went on. So next year I'm going to file WrestleMania. I'm going to give him all that information, all the money I spent. So you can give me a wrestling discount. In the atmosphere. He even did the atmosphere line. Whoop, there it is. I never really knew where it was. All I knew it was there. Like, whoop, there it is. And I'd look around and I didn't see it, but they said it was there and I believe them. But I never did locate it. I like how Mabel's got Oscar with him this year. Next year will be Mo. No Oscar. Is this the way he's going to wrestle with his clothes on? Well, he's not going to wrestle naked, Art Donovan. What's his name? They're cringing. I'm like, this does not make our product look good when one of your announcers is asking who the person in the ring is. They're blurring the WWF on the F on the sign. That's dumb because they got the WWF logo in the corner. It's all over the apron. It's on the ring turnbuckle pads. Big Mabel dancing. Slightly. How much does that guy weigh? There it is. Roll credits. It's not fair. You need someone like Art Donovan on commentary because he's going to inadvertently point out all the flaws in wrestling logic. Well, this isn't fair. He's 3 times the weight of the other guy. Like, well, Art, you would not like to call a Rey Mysterio and Kevin Nash match because those have happened. We need Art Donovan on commentary for a Zach Gowen against Brock Lesnar match. Well, this kid's only got 1 leg. How's he going to fight this guy? Who's the guy in the white suit? That'd be Oscar. Yeah, Oscar matches IRS more than he does Mabel because they're both wearing suits. Mabel's the one who looks out of place here in his loud-ass purple shit. Fucking Barney. Did you 2 guys enjoy doing this? I love Art Donovan. He's all right. He's okay right now. At least he had pads on. Mabel could have been half the damn D-line, man. Imagine Mabel trying to put shoulder pads on. Nobody was saying whoop, there it is anymore. 94, damn it. I guess that was a 1993 thing, wasn't it? I was about to enter my senior year of high school. I was on summer vacation at this time, getting ready for this was my last summer vacation ever as a kid. The one after that, I was preparing to get my own apartment. Oh, that Mabel just actually small packaged IRS, and IRS had trouble kicking out of that, and they kind of made that look shitty. Now we got a reverse chin lock, rest hold on the Mabel. He's got a lot of gold in his mouth. He's a pretty wealthy fella. He must be a wealthy man. He's got a lot of gold in his mouth. That's hilarious. I can't believe a guy could be that big. Back in these days, yeah, they might have regretted having Art out there last minute, but probably not. WWE was so desperate for any sort of outside attention, and Art Donovan was a legendary Hall of Fame football player, and even though he was a small celebrity, he still counted, and WWE had a hard-on for anything that would get them attention outside of their bubble. It ain't like it is now, where they can just call up Snoop Dogg or anybody they want. They'll be there in 10 seconds. Back in these days, they had to take whoever they could get their hands on. But I would think that if Vince was present and he was at this show with a headset on, he'd probably be losing his mind. Damn it, Art. Stop asking who people are. Stop saying, who is this guy? You can't say that. He's our champion. The guy in the white jacket. Right. Exactly, Ray. WCW had Mr. T and Shaq. They had somebody else, too. Who else was there? Wasn't Muhammad Ali a part of that, too? And Maybe not Muhammad. Somebody else was involved in that. And WWE has Art Donovan. Although they would get Leslie Nielsen on that Raw we watched today, they kept talking about getting some detective for SummerSlam. I'm like, that's the Leslie Nielsen stuff. You're the king. Oh, Mabel. Oh, that's going to be the pin. He's going to pin him right here. Yep. Oh, and he used the ropes too. Well, that wouldn't have given you any leverage. It's so stupid. Kind of similar to the Bret Yoko finish at WrestleMania 10, but and Shyster with his Money in the Bank briefcase takes off. It's so sad seeing Joey Morella. He is 15 days away from losing his life. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. Oh, yeah, Walter Payton, too. Good one, Zach. I forgot about that. SummerSlam was a big deal. We can always tell when it's Coliseum. You guys ever on time in your life? Yoko, what are you spitting at me? Edamame? Look at Fuji. Fuji will fuck you up. Fuji was dangerous when he wrestled. Capable of anything. Yeah. Yeah, get out of here, Coliseum video. All right, we're getting out of here. Here comes Tatanka. Here comes Tonto, the vanishing American. Who called him that? I think Jim Cornette called him that. Tonto, the vanishing American. We were talking today on the stream. Elizabeth got taken to a couple of wrestling shows in 1992 when she was a kid here in San Diego, and she was trying to look up online, trying to find the results to that so she could try to remember it. And there was only one show here that year, and she's assuming that's the one she went to. And it has Tatanka's real name, Chris Chavez or something, listed in a match beating some jobber. And that's probably his tryout. I think she was either there for a tryout match or when they first brought him in before they put the Tatanka gimmick on him. So she saw basically his tryout with the company, which is cool, or one of his tryouts. I saw tryouts for, or at least early dark matches when they were first signed for Edge and Kurt Angle before they made TV. Saw a couple of Edge matches before he made TV, and I think one of Kurt's, because Kurt just wrestled in black trunks. That was it. This is going to be hopefully pretty good. Oh, wait. I think Owen and Kidd might be second round. Yeah, Owen and Tatanka are now. But Owen and Kidd face in this. That means Kidd must beat Jarrett. Owen looks so good in the pink, doesn't he? Like in the all pink. He looks awesome. Yeah, Owen was only 29. I was 17. Actually, scratch that. I was about to turn 17. I have a very, very late birthday. I actually I should have been held back a year, basically, because I was 2 months away from starting my senior year, and I was 16 years old. That's too young. But September birthdays are weird. They're kind of that cutoff. The Doinkster. Ooh, nice. It's a real shame that Mr. Perfect left and wasn't able to come back and wrestle, because I would have loved to see Perfect and and this version of Owen, work a program and maybe Perfect put him over, since the Blue Blazer did a lot of Perfect jobs back in the 80s. Be nice to repay some of those jobs. But other than WrestleMania 5, when Owen was the Blue Blazer, I can't recall any Owen and Hennig matches. I don't think we got any other ones. We missed out on that. Oh yeah, Victor, fellow September birthday. I think I'm a Virgo. That's what I am. Oof. I'm a Virgo, although it doesn't matter what your sign is or when you're born, everybody's horoscope is the same. And that is the stars and planets will not affect your life in any way. Period. End of discussion. It's not even debatable. That's a stone cold scientific fact that you cannot change with superstition. Oh, nice posting. Yeah. Get up, Tatanka. I just call him Tatanka because I feel like that's what William Regal would call him. He'd call him Tatanka. Like Umanga, he'd call him Tatanka. Who would win a match between Tatanka and Umanga? Oh, it's IRS and Razor. That's Shyster. We got Joey Morello. We got both the Hebner twins and Tony Chimmel trying to keep these guys apart. Jack Lanza's out there. I love the agents. And the money that goes along with it. Oh, wow. Owen nailed Tatanka. They need a helmet and a face mask. Turn around. That's a bullseye by the Rocket. He looks so good in the pink. What a handsome devil. I always thought Owen looked like Johnny Lawrence from The Karate Kid. Is Tatanka getting any air at all? I think he said. Mike Rouse, and the Bible says the only way to get to heaven is to have a good heart and be nice to each other. I don't need the promise of heaven to be that way. I don't believe heaven or hell exists. However, I can do that without that motivation because I just believe that's the way people should be. IRS sweats more than any human. He was sweating earlier on today. Remember, Jeff? But that's only because the poor guy's got to wrestle in slacks and suspenders and a button down collared shirt, and he has to do athletic things. Ugh. I've always been that's always been a pet peeve of mine. I've talked about it for years. Just anytime I have to watch somebody wrestle in clothes that I deem uncomfortable, I just can't get past it. I'm like, how can you wrestle in jeans? How can you do that? I could never do that. I could never be I can never be free. I can never give it my all if I'm unimaginably uncomfortable in what I'm wearing. I'd want to wear like something like Kevin Owens wears, just something really loose and baggy and something that can breathe. And I could just wrestle shirtless, but then I do a lot of damage to all the girlfriends and housewives out there in the world, who would just forget all about their dudes and just be all about me. And I don't like that type of responsibility, so I'd probably just leave my shirt on. Um, God, the one-handed with no guidance on the way down. I can't believe this. And Tatanka the year before had a war with Luger in the opening round. Tatanka's going up top. Nice big top rope chop. Oh, nice bulldog level power slam there from Tatanka. I do like that they are having Owen earn this. I mean, his matches are all pretty hard fought. Oh, wow, Owen. Oh, and that's it. Just sat right down on him. Just fucking teabagged him for the win. Here you go, suck on this, Tatanka. All right, Owen survives. I remember the first time I watched an Owen Hart match with Elizabeth. She said, "This is his music," and I said, "Yeah." Isn't it weird? To an outsider, it sounds whack, but it fits him so perfectly. Look at these kids in the front row. They're all grown ass adults now. Yes, Tatanani, Double or Nothing is next Sunday. Incidentally, check out my channel. Latest content tab right at the top. Links for the whole week. Both of our links from today were up there, along with Thursday's predictions, Saturday's Night of Champions review, and Sunday's Double or Nothing review. It's all up now. So go give those a early like and save them for later. All right. The live edition of All American. I want to see this. Oh, yeah, yeah. I forgot about this. 3 weeks ago, Bret got jackknifed. 1 year earlier, Diesel just debuted. His first appearance was on TV was King of the Ring in '93. Neither one of us slept. Just calm down, Oz. No, you won't. Check out Todd with the non-mullet. He would grow the mullet and lose the mullet all within 1 year. Remember? Last week, In Your House #1, mullet. Then when we watched In Your House #2, no mullet. And that was just 1 year later. So he had time to grow and cut the mullet. Way to go, Todd. Night of Champions. Yeah, it's going to start different for everyone. For me here in California, I believe it's 10 a.m. with a 9 a.m. pre-show start time. So I'll be up. Basically, I've planned the review for next Saturday for Winged Eagle time, 6 Eastern, 3 Pacific. That's what time we're coming up to review Night of Champions. It's gonna be a tiring day for me, man. I'm gonna have to get up early, watch that shit, then do a review, then go to work, then come home. But luckily, I've already got my work done. Links are up. Everything's prepped and ready to go. Gonna be a good one. I'll guarantee you that. I still got to find out if I'm coming up tomorrow night or if I'm going to do a Wednesday watch along. Definitely going to be here Wednesday. I'll get a link up for that. I'm checking out my schedule now as Jeff Jarrett makes his entrance here. Yeah, we're going to do a Wednesday night watch along for Tony Khan and that whole deal for Dynamite. So I'll have that link up tonight as well. And I probably will not do anything tomorrow night unless they advertise something big for Raw tomorrow, because I got a busy day tomorrow too. Here comes Mr. Electricity. 3 weeks away from getting that title shot against Mr. Bret Hart. Them eyebrows finally starting to grow back. Not happy with my pixely render of Diesel on the overlay there. I could not find a solid one of him with the Intercontinental title. It's the best I could do. One, two, three. How much does he weigh? It looks like a boxer. He does? I like how 1, 2, 3 kids got the white background. He's PNG ready. The Razor Man. Referee Danny Davis. Shout out to Dangerous Danny Davis. I think he's mad at me. Oh. Now these guys would have, what, 4 years later? Hair versus hair match at SummerSlam? I think Jarrett was also instrumental, or at least on TV. Why I have him tied into Kid's neck injury somehow. Maybe Kid needed surgery and they did an angle on TV where Jeff Jarrett pile drove him or something. I think that's what happened. Or maybe he was legitimately hurt. That would have been the next year, though. And he did. So 1, 2, 3 Kid beat Adam Bomb to qualify. That's cool. These guys are too much. The kid's pretty light. I think he's a little heavier than 123, but yeah, that would have been great. Now look how young Sean is. Well, he's a kid. He's the 1, 2, 3 kid. He's gonna get murdered. I like Art Donovan's honesty. I'm all out of my little trusty cold beverage. I'm gonna go get another one. Be right back. We're going to do an 805 this time. Oh, kid misses. Yeah, Adam Crushman and Adam Bomb and Crush both went to WCW, but way, way after this. It'll be another 3 or 4 years for both of them. Look at kid up top. Oh, crotched. Oh. It was a forearm blast, Art Donovan. Come on, kid. Oh. This guy, Double J's a cutie. Oh, Art Donovan, you are superb. He's a cutie. This guy, Jeff Jarrett's a cutie. I'm glad that Art finds Jeff Jarrett adorbs. Totes adorbs. That's so awesome. Oh, nice. Got him. You know, Jeff, if your finisher is the figure 4, you should be aware of dudes trying to roll you up. Oh, no. Oh, I see. He's going to help out Owen Hart. You sore loser. Hope you lose at Double or Nothing. Your wife shouldn't have gotten a job. You dirty, rotten scoundrel. And explain this shit around your neck with the things. Well, he's going to pile drive him twice? Ah, 2 pile drivers. Helping out his future tag team champion partner, Owen Hart. Oh. Oh my God. Oh man, you motherfucker. Jeff Jarrett, you piece of shit. How can this poor guy wrestle anymore after what this blonde-haired cutie pie has done to him? You slappy, slappy, slap, fucky, fuck, slappy nut. Your dumb hair. You look like Michael McKean in Spinal Tap. Or the other guy, Christopher Guest, who says, but these go to 11. Well, why don't you just make 10 the highest? Because these goes to 11. Art Donovan, you don't even need to be here. Is he going to be able to get it on? Final 4. IRS and Razor, 1, 2, 3, Kid and Owen. I mean, they definitely have the right final here. Razor and Owen is probably the best final you could have with this field. Poor Razor, man. And he was technically, I think, supposed to go to the finals the following year, too, against Mabel, but he got injured. Savio did the whole deal, but they probably had the same thing planned for Razor. the year after, which is weird. He had the same fate at Royal Rumble too. 3 straight Intercontinental title losses at the Royal Rumble, although one of them was reversed. Weird. Oh yeah, this is it. I remember these. New generation. They try to make those other guys look old. Oh my god. I mean, what else could you do? You had to proclaim your shit was better because one of those new generation stars. Look at Bret. What's up, Bret? He looks good with that title, doesn't he? There's no better picture of pure joy in my mind than Todd Pettengill interviewing Bret Hart with a WWE title and a classic pay-per-view logo behind him. Oh, here it is. Like, I mean, power bombs existed before Diesel came to WWE. Boy, I've never experienced a move like this. Like, fucking a whole bunch of guys were doing it. I don't know. I don't know a lot of things, but I do know one thing. He's a long way from putting that move on. We talked to him, and he said he's going to walk out of here tonight with both belts on his shoulder. He's got his Intercontinental belt on one shoulder, and he says he will have your belt on his other shoulder. First mistake, overestimate and underestimate me and overestimate himself. That's his first mistake. Diesel, he's a big guy. He's so impressive to look at. He better take a good look, good long. I love Bret. I am the excellence of execution. I faced every single wrestler in the World Wrestling Federation that I stepped in the ring with. Found out the hard way that I am. Look at Todd. Because I don't duck anybody, and I got to move just about anybody, no matter what his size is. Diesel may be 7 feet tall, but I've said it before. Once I get him in the ring, I will bring him down my size. But can you tell us who that family member is going to be? Oh yeah. Shawn Michaels will be with Diesel. Who's it going to be? You really want to know? Yeah. You really want to know, don't you? Who's it going to be? What an initial? Nah, why tease it? I'm gonna bring him out in a minute. Like I said before, I got a backup plan for Shawn Michaels. I know Shawn Michaels is looking to involve himself somewhere here, but I've been the victim of injustice once before. I'm not going to allow it to happen. Hitman Bret Hart. Good luck, man. Let's go to our so I just had a memory about this pay-per-view. I watched this on the scramble. I didn't order this because I remember hearing Bret say, "You really want to know," and I was like dying who the hell the family member is going to be, because in my head I was hoping it was going to be the British Bulldog because he was on his way back too, and I was like, "Please let it be Bulldog. That would be so awesome." And I remember not knowing until I hear the announcers here say in a minute that it's Anvil, that it turned out to be Anvil. So I watched this on the scramble, which makes sense because I don't have a recording of this. So I don't think I ordered it. I think I ordered WrestleMania and SummerSlam that year. That was it. I didn't order Survivor Series either. Boy, my 2 favorite championship belts of all time in the same match. Maybe Papa Stu. Because I don't think this has ever happened this way. When Bret and Shawn faced in 92, Bret was IC and Shawn, or I say Bret was world title holder, Shawn was IC, but I think it was like the blue strap or something, or white strap on the IC. Same thing with Hogan and Warrior. It was the yellow strap. So black strap Winged Eagle versus black strap IC. This might be the only match it's ever happened in. Although I think, no, that's wrong. I think Piper faced Flair in 92. All right, Bret, here we go. I'm pretty sure this is Bret's new theme song. I think this is the debut of Bret's theme song because that's another memory I have. Oh, there's the Anvil. It's the Anvil. The Hart Foundation back together. I mean, this was pretty badass, even though it's short-lived. The Hart Foundation. I mean, how surreal is this to see them coming down together, though, you know? Yeah, baby. Yeah. And I remember on the scramble hearing this, and my superstitious ass thought that it was a bad sign for Bret because my rationale here was at WrestleMania 10, Lex Luger debuted new music and he lost. So in my mind, that meant that if Bret debuted new music, he was going to lose too. The mind of a teenager. The shit that goes through your mind. Laughable to think about, but that's where my brain took me. Oh, cool, Ryan. Thanks for that info. Tonight's Treasures is on Bret. Oh, I can't wait to see that. Elizabeth and I will probably watch that tomorrow night. The pink and black and tack is back intact, Jack. Anvil's got his old trunks. He doesn't even have anything modern yet. He's still got his 1991 shit on. He's wearing his 1991 shit. Oh, he's doing it. I love it. I love it. Oh, this takes me back. How this touches my heart. Oh. Can't beat the Hart Foundation. Favorite tag team of all time. Look at that guy. Holy shit. Baltimore. Look at the size of that guy. What a handful he is. Did he play? No, he played basketball, Art. Bret and Diesel for the first time. Actually, that's not true. There is a Coliseum video. It's one of these back here. It might even be one of these Bret Harts. Let's look at it. There is a match on one of these tapes with Bret Hart against Diesel, and it's before Diesel won the Intercontinental title. I'm not seeing it, but I know it's here, so it exists. That's a no-win, baby. Oh, that's way later. Well, I own it somewhere. I just don't know where it is. Might be on one of those Wrestle Fests, but anyway, the match exists. And I remember watching that thinking it was a cool match. And then when this match was made, but on pay-per-view for the title, it made me nervous. Because I was like, oh man, they might have been testing him out. Oh, Heat are up 51-33. Is that a 2-0 lead for the Heat? Will they go up 3-0? Well, damn. Denver and Miami going to wrap shit up. That's going to be our finals, Denver and Miami. Okay. But what's that going to do for ratings? Big miss there. It's like David and Goliath. Yeah, Bret doesn't have a chance to become a 3-time IC champ. It's horse shit. Oh, yeah, Bret and Diesel Survivor Series 95 is the best match. But this one was good. As a Bret Hart fangirl, though, I always hated watching it because I didn't think it made Bret look great in the end. Being saved by Jim. Oof. There he goes. Oof. Working the hammies. Oh, New Japan Resurgence tonight. Okay. Mercedes and Willow main event. Yeah, Bret used to wear blue back in 83, but back in 82, I could throw a pigskin a quarter mile. Figure four, you got to do whatever. It's smart by Bret. He said that in a lot of interviews leading up to all of his matches with Diesel, that get him down on the ground, then we're the same size. He did. Softening up the legs. Yeah, Nash's knees and quads and everything stayed intact there until the 2000s. Yeah, Anvil has neutralized Shawn. Mike Rouse, you know, that was the name of my uh, sixth grade gym teacher or something. What's his name? Oh, you're gonna tear up them lateral ligaments. That's what happens. Oh, and there's Shawn with a running lariat. Jesus Christ. Anvil running after Shawn. I mean, Neidhart is still very fast, very scrappy, even. It's in pretty good shape here. Look at Anvil go. Shawn's practicing. He's going to have to do a lot of running at SummerSlam when Walter Payton chases his ass all over the place. I always loved the way Anvil could just throw like a perfect standing dropkick for someone as portly as himself. Identify with it. Oh man, yeah. I don't know what Bret was going for there, but that Bret tried to. Wow, he does have a lot of power. Bret tried to jump off the top rope with 1 foot. Trying to do that. A guy who never goes up to the top at all, trying to do that. It's going to end badly, and that probably could have been worse. Mario Hogan was recently signed with WCW, about to make his debut. WWE's got steroid trial shit going on right now. There is uncertainty in the company. Diesel's been eliminated from the Royal Rumble. Oh, did Bret miss that dive? Dude. Timer's looking good. Yep, we're good. There goes the ring post. And that doesn't feel good, guaranteed. How do these guys get out of bed in the morning? Good question, Art. Savage should have been like, well, Art, you see, every single wrestler back there has got a fanny pack full of pills. And they'll just take 30 or 40 of those a night, and they'll feel fine. And unfortunately, that's kind of the truth. It's all about the fanny packs, Art Donovan. And how many horse tranquilizers you can fit in there, you see? I can't do a good Randy. Hurts my throat. That's not even a backbreaker. That's a hip breaker. He's going to break his back. Man, I completely forgot about NXT Battleground next week, and we have that going on too. I'm not going to review that one. I'm not even going to watch it. I am checked out of NXT. I'll just learn who these guys are and gals when they get to the main roster. Like I'm learning who Isla Dawn and, well, I already knew who Alba Fire was, but I'm not sure if their gimmick is for me. There's no way he can win this match now. Art is probably right. Watch out. Ah, Sean. Anvil, you are not helping Bret. No, Taker was still off, Mario, from he left at the Royal Rumble after the casket match, and he wouldn't come back until SummerSlam when he would face himself. I kind of superglued myself to myself. There goes Bret. Look at him. What I always liked about Bret, anytime he was in there with someone like Nash or someone bigger, he would just toe-to-toe trade blows. Didn't give a fuck. It's like, yeah, bring it. And he would just fight from underneath. I just loved seeing him like punch from underneath, saying like, no way, dude. Even if he came out on the losing end, I just admired the bravery. Oh, Battleground and Double or Nothing are happening at the same time. Okay, yeah. Well, then I'm definitely not going to give a shit about what's going on Battleground. Art's trying to hang in there. This is a hard fought match, and it's decently long too. Snake eyes? Nope. Backbreaker, yep. Zach, which match at Double or Nothing am I looking most forward to? Cole and Jericho is up there, but I think at the end of Dynamite, they sold me on Anarchy in the Arena. I mean, when Hangman came out, went yeah with the broom. I'm invested, and I think the Pillars match is going to be good, and I'm excited to see how MJF wins. I think he's going to take advantage of the other three's obsession with making sure he loses the title, and basically just lets them step on each other's dicks, and then he'll capitalize and win. Is how I'd probably book that, but I think they can get pretty creative with it. But I think Anarchy is looking pretty fun. Crowd popping for a sleeper. I don't think this is going to be the Diesel easily breaks it. I'm ready for Dynamite 1 week from this Wednesday. I'll be in row number 2 for Dynamite facing the hard cam, so keep a lookout for me. That's going to be the Wednesday. That's going to be the Dynamite after Double or Nothing. Ooh. I really wanted ringside. I could not get row 1. There weren't any, so the best I could do was row 2. So, all right. Oh. Come on, Earl. Get your shit together. Stop goofing off. We're going to do about Earl sometimes. All out of position. All right, Diesel has removed the buckle there. Hopefully Bret won't Brock Lesnar himself on this thing. Oh, there he goes. He blocked it. And Diesel gets hit. That's what you get, dumbass. I love it whenever that happens and then the heel wants them to be disqualified. I'm like, well, bitch, you took the buckle pad off. I love Bret's punches. They're so good. He's got Diesel all wobbly. Bret's punching him so hard the tape's coming off his wrist. They're just oh. I think Diesel meant to bump there. I think he was trying to bounce off, but he slipped. Clothesline and a beauty. Wasn't that much of a beauty. You got to do your leaping. There you go. I was like, do your Bret clothesline. You're like half sling blade that you do. I like how Shawn Michaels basically just looks like Luna Vachon out there. He looks like he's Diesel's main squeeze. I think they're dressed alike. Wasn't she wearing the same thing? Ooh. Yo, Chris, what's up, dude? Appreciate the $5. Who do you think Nash had better matches with, Bret or HBK? My favorite was between Bret and Diesel in '95 at Survivor Series. Yeah, I agree. His matches with Shawn were good, but he didn't have as many. He just had that one really good friends, better enemies match. Everything else was done on the house shows, and then the WrestleMania 11 match was just okay, you know? So Bret and Diesel had multiple matches during multiple different times. Wow. Oh my God. Oh my God. What a bump by Shawn. So I'd probably give the nod to Bret too on these. different kinds of matches, but still very good, dramatic. God, Shawn, that was such a great sell by Shawn. Backslide. Yeah, wait a minute. Diesel's kind of heavier. Bret's going to use the buckle here. Flip over. Small package, perhaps. Yep. And now he's on top of Earl. I don't know what they were going for there. Yo, Mike, what's up, dude? On inverted atomic drop. Nope. More punches. Oh, Diesel's going to snake eyes him. Hit him on the other turnbuckle. The exposed. Nope. Oh, big boot. Big boot. Tito's doing great. He's right asleep in that plaid fort right there where my thumb is. He's underneath there. Oh, Bret rolls out of it. He's going to set him up for the sharpshooter or crap. Nope, sharpshooter. That's not even a sharpshooter. That's a clover leaf. That is that's kind of not even a clover leaf either. It's a clover shooter. That's what it is. Yeah, this is Bret always just had gutsy, hard title defenses and matches. All of them. Everything they did to him was just rough. What did he turn his back for? That was dumb. What was Anvil even doing? Oh, and Shawn in with the belt. You bastard. He's looking to go for the cover or the jackknife. Nope, cover. Bret kicks out. Or rolls out. Oh, so Anvil's getting up here. So this must be, he probably just goes right for the jackknife, I guess, here. Here comes the power bomb. Up. Anvil nails Shawn. Power bomb. And we're never going to know. And Diesel is going to win. Yeah, it was weird execution with Anvil, the way he turned his back. And now Anvil's leaving, running out, leaving as Bret's continues to get attacked. Now he's leaving. So I'm watching on the scramble. So I don't really fully understand what's happening. I don't know that Anvil has really left, I don't think. Well, maybe I do now. They're going to continue to beat down Bret. We get a different babyface out there to help. who bleeds first in Anarchy in the Arena. That could be anybody, but probably Mox. Who's the other guy in the gray suit? He says. He's asking who Rene Goulet is. Like, these are nameless officials. We're not supposed to talk about them. Who's the guy in the gray suit? I love that Art's calling out the agents. Tony Gurria's out there too. That's awesome. That's so awesome. Who's the guy in the gray suit? The referee's stealing the belt. Don't worry, he's just taking her away. It's okay, Art Donovan. Oh my God, Art's a mess. Art is a mess. Well, he's just a cocky guy, I'll tell you that, Sean. Well, I think they wanted to keep Diesel strong. I don't think they wanted to really beat any guy, but yeah, as a Bret fan, I was upset. I think Bret should have just straight beat Diesel, but especially if he was just going to lose to Razor the next month. But I would have rather had Anvil just help Bret win or something like that. At least Bret gets the win, but I mean, they didn't have a lot of pay-per-views back then. So after Bret won the title at WrestleMania, he loses at King of the Ring, wins at SummerSlam, but then loses to Backlund. Well, at least Bret gets music. Hmm. You think you'll sleep good tonight? Probably not. Hmm. Well, they're giving Bret mad props, even though he lost. Oh, Lawler. Can't believe this was the main event. Piper and Lawler. I think this could have been a really interesting program in like a different time other than 1994. I think in the 80s, this could have been incredible. Like Piper is a heel going to Memphis to take on babyface Lawler. That would have been awesome. Mr. Cologne, I'm pretty sure we did Royal Rumble 03. Yeah, I think we did. Oh my God, Lawler. Lawler, lick my balls. All right. There was no real particular reason for them feuding, I don't think, Mike, here. I think they just wanted to bring Piper back for a match. He showed up at WrestleMania 10 for the first time in 2 years and was the referee. And I guess Vince agreed to bring him in because, I mean, Hogan was about to go to WCW. So I think they wanted to still remind people that they're WWF and a lot of these 80s stars belong to them too. And since Piper was, already under contract or doing business with him or whatever, they brought him in for kind of like a one-off. So Lawler made a good opponent just because he's another loudmouth with a talk show. Two legends. Lawler or Piper winning wouldn't be at the expense of any, buddy on the roster. And I think it was just for that, because then after this, that was it for Piper. He didn't come back for SummerSlam or anything until a couple years later. This is like literally just a one-off. It was WrestleMania 10 and this. He was really not around until 96 when they brought him in as the commissioner. And he stuck around for just a little bit, only to go to WCW. Hey, Razor Ramon definitely cheats on his taxes. Savage still in the company when? Here? Yeah, he's on commentary right now. That's right. They were Royal Rumble opponents. Pre-Puppies King. Yeah, it was. Hmm. Irwin. Mm-hmm. I mean, I really enjoyed Mike Rotundo as a wrestler. As a kid, I liked him, but this whole IRS shit was just so terrible. And the gimmick lasted a long time. He ran with that 5-6 years, I think, and resurrected it a few times. Maybe not 5 years, probably more like 3. He was still IRS in like 95 and then finally would leave and go to WCW as VK Wall Street. Rotunda is a sweaty man. Is he going to wrestle in that suit? Art Donovan's not saying too much. Did they get rid of him? He's still out there. No, he's still there. I see him. What I like, if you watch on the commentary table when you get glimpses of it, Gorilla and Macho are watching the monitor. Art's watching the ring. It's called leverage. What's it called when they got feet on the rope? It's called leverage. it's it doesn't really give you leverage very often. Sometimes there's situations I think you could get an advantage by having that rope as support, but not in every situation. They act like just putting your foot on the rope is going to give you all this extra. Not really. I think if you got a hold on or something, you'd want to have something planted. You know, if you're just bridging on something that's all wobbly, how can you really get, like a better grasp depending on what hold you're putting on? I've always thought it was like a little bit ridiculous. Might be some situations where grabbing a rope helps you cinch up on something, but I think sometimes when they do it, it's like, well, how does that help? It's just a fucking chin lock. How is throwing your feet all the way up on the second rope that much more devastating? I may have picked the winner. Yeah, Razor's in here, man. Hmm. Funny thing is, too, they probably legit let Art just pick whoever he wanted. Like this Razor Ramon pick of Art's is probably a legit pick, like based on his limited knowledge of WWE and who he knows. And when he was looking over shit earlier on in the day, he goes, "I pick Razor." He probably met Razor and talked to him. And they probably did not clue Art in. Obviously, they did not clue Art in on all who was winning these matches because he's out there asking who the agents are. Who's that guy in the gray? Who's that guy in the gray suit? Oh my god, it's worse than I thought. I mean, I remember it being brutal, but this is really bad. Oh god, Irwin jumped too soon. This might be a clean finish here. Finally, all right, Razor's Edge. Razor goes to the finals to face the winner of Owen and the Kid. Mike, anyone who know who's winning the basketball game? Yes, the Yankees are up by 2 touchdowns. I miss Razor's music. We only got it for like 3.5 years. Plus an extra 6 months when the fake Razor came back. Oh. Night Art, where are you? Jim. Where is he? My belt needs to come with me when I look for him. I can't leave it in my own dressing room. I have to take it as I look for Jim. Damn, Bret's mad. Oh, the kid is hurt. Mm-hmm. He'll make it. All right. Probably one of the final nights of him being the Rocket because he'd start going by the King of Hearts. As much as of a fan that I became of Owen, I remember at the time during WWE's kind of decline here, being pretty amazed that Owen Hart is kind of a championship contender to the point where he beat the current WWE champion at WrestleMania, has a legitimate chance to actually win this championship this year. And I remember like nothing against Owen because I love the Hart family and I was happy for them, but I was surprised that just given how WWE had previously used Owen Hart as the Blue Blazer and High Energy and the New Foundation and the MC Hammer Pants and everything else he did, never spoke top guy to me. And so the fact that he, you know, had the falling out with Bret at the previous year's Survivor Series, and just a mere 7 months later, he's kind of one of the top guys in the company, was surprising to me. And I was worried that was due to the lack of star power that WWE now had. It's such a bizarre thing why Vince would want Savage to stay at the commentary booth. I mean, he's bringing Piper in here to have a match, but you want Savage to stay put? He works for you. Oh, yeah, we're waiting for the 1-2-3 kid, by the way, who we know is going to make. There he is. I see him. Here he comes. He's not going to give up. Baby faces don't give up. Give him credit. Whoa. Owen means business. Look at that. Owen is just not playing games at all. He's like, this crown is mine. Smart by Owen. Take advantage. Kid's already hurt. Owen came in with a fucking slide. Who in Major League Baseball is known for their slides? I'm trying to think back in the old days, 80s and 90s. I mean, Pete Rose was the head first slide, but who was known for their normal slides? Ricky Henderson or something? Oh. I've seen Ricky Henderson play in person. I was close to the field for a Orioles A's game. Ooh. And I was just, I could not believe how big his thighs were. I'm like, good grief. Like horse feet, horse legs. I'm like, no wonder this dude steals bases. Owen loves these wrist lock combinations. Oh my God, kid. Oh my God. Taking Owen down. Owen and X-Pac would have a match at King of the Ring 98 as well. 4 years later. He's hanging with them. Yeah, well, Bret's in the relationship with Bret helped too, but Owen was already kind of hired there. I think, his push. Oh, nope. Referee rate. That was a nice Northern Lights, but Owen had his foot on the ropes. Referee counted 3, but I think he's going to wave it off. But Owen's push was basically the result of wanting to do the storyline with Bret and one of his brothers. And this whole thing was Bruce's idea. Bruce wanted to be the brother, but of course, Owen made way more sense. So it became Owen, but it put Owen in a top position, So Bret definitely had a hand in that. I think it was Bret that said, this angle with my brother needs to be with Owen, not with Bruce. I don't think Bruce loved that, but I'm glad it wasn't Bruce. Bruce would not have been interesting to me. Bruce was a good wrestler, but he was not Bret or Owen. And he was just boring looking in general. Owen was not. Neither was Bret. Owen and Bret definitely got the looks in the family. That's for sure. A kick out. Oh, big power bomb. Folding kid up. Oh, yeah, that's right, Zach. We're going to be talking about that one. I forgot. He's tapping. He's tapping. That's it. You're going to be tapping to that move in about 3 weeks, kid. Hang on. Yeah, by the way, Zach, that when we do that, does that air live on your channel or are we recording that? Because if it's live, I think that's going to be early June. We're going to talk about King of the Ring. I can't believe that's going to be 25 years. That's nuts. Oh, I've seen a bunch of Bruce matches. Bruce is a Hart. You know, he has those Hart characteristics, but he doesn't have the. He's not nearly as entertaining as Owen or Bret or as good as either of them. Bret and Owen are both in way better shape than Bruce, too. They just look like stars. Bruce does not. Bruce looks like your Bush Light drinking uncle. And Bret and Owen. Oh, look at you. That's way too much blue. King size. Owen Wilson kind of looks like Owen Hart a little bit, yeah. Yeah, Piper was Mr. Movie Star back then, Mr. B Movie Star. I mean, I wish Piper would have stuck around. And if like Piper stuck around and Savage, Piper's in great shape, and Savage got back in the mix with Bret and Shawn and everybody else, you would have had a roster, man. You would have had something comparable to WCW. And you could have put Piper and said he's better than Hogan. And he's kind of a king in his own right. He beat a lot of guys. You know what? All this talk that's gone back and forth. 1994 Piper. I don't think I've ever seen They Live. I've never seen any of Piper's movies. I've never seen any of the Rock's movies either. And I don't know why. I've never seen the only Hulk Hogan movie I've ever seen is No Holds Barred. Saw it in the theater, but never saw Mr. Nanny or Suburban Ass Boy or whatever. In the movie Naked Gun, when they have like the Queen and they're going to assassinate the Queen, and Leslie Nielsen's on at the press conference welcoming her. Well, no matter how silly the idea of having a king and queen might seem to us, we have to show her the proper respect. What a good movie, The Naked Gun. Oh, I forgot about this little side buffer match. It's Crush and Yoko, right? And it's Shrinkers. Okay, and they're taking on the Head Shrinkers. Okay. Luger's involved in this, is he not? I thought Luger was in this. Maybe he just does a run in or something. Oh yeah, this is for the tag team titles. Head Shrinkers are the tag team champions. That's right. There's Crush. Where were you, dude? How much does this guy weigh? Okay, that's a legit question. Art. 600 pounds. Art can't handle that. He can't handle that much meat. So if Art is ever justified in asking how much somebody he's never seen before weighs, it would be Yokozuna. I would have sent Art Donovan some pamphlets in the mail or a magazine or just a list of our stars with detailed photos of how big they are. Here, familiar yourself. It's all pictures. You don't have to read nothing. But if he's just seeing people like Yoko for the first time, like, no wonder he's terrible. You can't just stick anybody out there, and I think they learned their lesson on that one. They got Captain Lou back. I mean, we got Captain Lou and Piper on the same show. Captain Lou, Alpha, Piper, Savage. They're all in the building here. I liked Head Shrinkers a lot as tag team champions. I was happy they put the belts on them. I think it ended too early for them. And then Samu left. Barbarian kind of filled in, and it just wasn't the same. They would only hold the belts here for about another month, and Shawn and Diesel would beat them for it. How many times did Rikishi hold the tag team titles in WWE? I know he held them with Scotty 2 Hotty, and he probably held them other times too. So does he have a lot of runs as tag champ? Maybe he didn't hold them with Scotty. He held them with somebody. I just don't remember who. Johnny Polo. Yeah, it's the bloodline, baby. Crap. Now I feel terrible for not remembering about Samu. I think Samu was pretty sick. And now I don't recall if Samu's still with us. I feel bad about not knowing. They were so great. And as a kid, I was a big fan of the Islanders tag team. I always thought Haku and Tama looked awesome together. And I would have put the belts on them. But that was tough for them. They were in a tough era there, man. With Hearts, Bulldogs, Demolition, Powers of Pain. I love it. They'll just beat the shit out of each other. They don't care. I love this. Yoko's a part of the bloodline too, don't forget. They're in there with their cousin or their uncle or something or their brother. Nice. Okay, he is still alive. Yeah, Sika is Roman's father. And Sika is not out here. But Alpha is, and so is Yoko. They're my new favorite tag team of all time. Because I would understand why Savage would why Savage would like and respect the Samoan wrestlers. That makes perfect sense. They're fucking crazy, just like me, so I like them. Oh, Jesus, he's slapping him right in the throat. Samu's gonna slam Yoko, huh? This ain't the Intrepid. Oh. Oh, they are not messing around. I think the Samoan boys are here to prove something. Together. Yoko is so fucking huge. Jesus Christ. Hmm. Nope. Nobody ever does their homework. Oh, I'm trying to think. I do love that anybody from an island is just automatically going to have a hard head. I don't know if they think that that's how thick the skulls there are, those parts of the world, but I don't think it is. But I do like that they still stick by it. I'm trying to think who else had like Junkyard Dog also had like a super hard head. So did Coco Beware. I can't think of any just straight up white wrestlers though that had like the hard head gimmick. It was a lot of the island boys and stuff. Oh, Snuka couldn't hurt his head either. Oh my God, Crush! Oh, I thought he was a power bomb. Rikishi. Let me think. Rikishi and Crush. Run-ins they may have had prior to this or after this. 96, maybe. What was he doing in 96? I think he was done making a change. Oh, he'd be the Sultan. The Sultan and Crush. I don't know. Yeah, Crush would have been maybe in the Nation of Domination. I think. No, he would have been a DOA. I don't know where the hell Crush was when Rikishi was the Sultan. All across the world. Okay, yeah, Rikishi was the Sultan when and Crush was in the Nation. So I don't know if they ever crossed paths before. Oh, Jerry Blackwell had a hard head. That's right. Maki Ito's got a hard head. Oh yeah, she does. Oh yeah, I kind of forgot about Jerry Blackwell. Did that carry over? Oh, you're watching the Mets against the Guardians on ESPN. We'll let you slide. As I think this is Samu about to get squashed. Nope, he moves. He moves. Chanting USA. The only person from USA in this match is Crush. And that's even barely because I think that's Hawaii. Oh. They took him down. Who's legal in there? Doesn't matter to the head shrinkers. Ooh, Crush and Yoko collide. Double reverse savate thrust super kick thing to Yoko. He's out. Funny thing is earlier on in the year at the Royal Rumble, I'm pretty sure head shrinkers as heels were out there helping Yoko beat Undertaker. Oh, big steel post shot on Yoko causes Samu to fall, crotch himself on the top. Heat are up by 30. Damn. They're going to fall through a table here. Don't worry, Art. You're like 4 years away from that. Then it's going to happen every night. Sketchy looking superplex there. Ooh. Who's coming? Oh, it's made in the USA. Nice pants, Lex. Lex, is your crotch getting fumigated? Just explain those pants. Oh my God. Roll up. Nope. Lex Luger. Healthy scratch. Not even working King of the Ring. After being a pretty big part of the previous pay-per-view. They really lost confidence in him, man. And Crush gets pinned after another kick. With the assist to Lex Luger, who all he did was come out there. Up Crush and Luger. Oh, that's right. Crush was kind of feuding with Luger. Luger, that is just those pants, man, or whatever is going on. It's like something a girl would wear to Coachella. Look at what Lex is wearing. Oh my God. Oh yeah, I know, Chad, but like they're billing all these guys from Japan and from Fiji and shit like that. So that's why it was weird that the fans were chanting USA. Because Crush at least is billed from Kona. This is it, Owen. See, why does Owen get his nickname? I guess he's the only one that has one. No, he doesn't say the bad guy Razor Ramon. It just says Razor Ramon. So why does he get the rocket over his name? See, it's little hints, little extra details. Oh, Owen wished Stu a happy Father's Day, begrudgingly. See, I watched a little bit of American Gladiators as a kid, but I have no recollection of Mike Adamle at all. And I did not like him on commentary or having anything to do with WWE or wrestling. So I'd probably vote Adamle as the worst. That was a weird time in the company. I did not understand what they were doing half the time. Then they basically like took it out on him that it was their stupidity that hired him in the first place. He's got to survive the rocket. This is it. Owen and Razor. Get the crown. Yeah, we got to get that crown and the scepter. On the last Treasure show, they were looking for the Macho King crown and the scepter. And I was like, fuck the scepter. Who cares about the scepter? I would not give a shit about the scepter, but the crown was cool. Here comes the bad guy. I don't recognize these two door handlers here. I know in a few years later it'll be the Hardys, but I don't know who either one of these guys are. Look at Razor. He's like, fuck, I got to come out here and just to do the job. He's not even getting all of, like, don't you think if like Razor was going to win this, he might be a little more focused or oily or something? Oily. Anniversary of Over the Edge is coming up just a couple days. I think it's the 23rd. I think it's 23rd. Does look great. Mm. Flintstones shirt and Power Rangers shirt sighting. I only watched a little bit of Flintstones as a kid, a little bit of the cartoon, and I was too old for Power Rangers. I was already a teenager by the time that shit came around, and I always thought it was lame and stupid, and I made fun of kids for watching Power Rangers, but I think if I was the right age, it would have been perfect. But a lot of my friends have fond memories of the Power Rangers. I was just a hair too old. I was like 2 or 3 years too old. So not by much, but it was enough to make it be considered lame for a kid my age. But when I was a kid, I liked He-Man and all that stuff. Looking back on that now, like, holy crap, I can't believe I watched this. I also did not watch Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Never watched that either. Never saw any of the movies. Never watched the cartoon. I don't think I was too old for them. I just don't think I was into them. They weren't sexy enough for me. Oh, Owen's like, he hit me really hard. And I'm mad about it. Bella's like, suck it up. Oh, 94 was when the Flintstones movie came out. Yeah, see, I never saw the Flintstones movie. All I know about the Flintstones is the cartoon that was on in the 80s that I watched. I don't know anything about, I guess I know the movie, John Goodman, right? But I never saw it. Fall away slam, maybe? Come on, Razor, get him up. Come on, Razor, put some effort in here. Just because you got a job, don't worry about it. You're going to win the Intercontinental title next month. Just chill. At least. Oh. Now Art is moved from just wondering how much they weigh to how much one guy outweighs the other guy by. So we're getting there. We're getting better. Roll up. Oh yeah, I think I actually saw that live action He-Man movie, the one with Dolph Lundgren. I haven't seen it since, and I remember it sucked, but I loved the cartoon, man. I was hooked on that shit as a kid. I had all the toys. I had Castle Grayskull. I had all the castles and the shit and the vehicles and all that stuff. Wish I would have kept all of that unboxed, sold it, and bought a house. Hmm. I love that Gorilla's not taking it from Art. Fuck you, Art. Art's like, I think Razor's gonna lose, and Gorilla's like, you can't go back on your pick. You can't triple stamp a double stamp. I love that. Gorilla ain't having it. It's like, it's been a long night, Art. You're not gonna change your pick now, above all else. 60? This is a 60 limit time limit. Check out homie just sitting down, taking the pictures there. He's got some good shots. I wonder where those pictures are today. It sucks because I feel like I've just miss out on Turtles because I can't get into them now. What makes that stuff so great looking back is how it made you feel as a kid. But if I didn't watch it as a kid, it's not going to give me those feelings where, He-Man did and some of that stuff. And a beauty still to come. You guys have seen, I tweeted it. I don't know how to pronounce his name. John LaJoy made an amazing tribute song, wrote a song, composed it, and made a music video on like LJN figures and Hogan and Andre. It was incredible. So if you haven't seen it, I'll post it here in the chat. That should take you to it if you open it. Russian leg sweep. I like that Owen took some of these moves, made them his own. By the way, I could use some likes if anybody hasn't. We got a kind of a smaller audience tonight, which is cool. I don't mind, but some likes would help. So if you haven't hit the button yet, please do. He's all set. That's it. He's calling for it. Razor's edge. All right, here he goes. He's going to get backdropped over the top rope. Watch. He's way too close to the ropes for this not to. Yep, there it is. That was obvious. And it went down on his knee. Oh, and now Anvil's back. That's right. So now Anvil comes back. Oh, here. Razor, are you okay? Let me help you up, sir. Took him out. Now he's coming to help Owen. Maybe Neidhart's just a family man. Maybe he just wants to help out both guys. Morella, come on, man. I was about to say, this better not be Danny Davis. Wow, big top rope elbow. That's how Owen's going to win? With the top with Randy Savage's move? I love it. So that reveals Anvil's true motivation, comes out to help Bret Hart retain the title. That way, after he helps Owen win the King of the Ring, Owen can win the title from Bret. That's Owen's true motivation. Beat his brother even more than winning the title. I do love that the first two tournaments were won by Bret and Owen. That's pretty cool. Now they're going to take out Razor. Oh, and he's going to hit him with the heart attack. And the new foundation has reformed. Only minus the baggy pants. Both of these guys need mental assistance. Mike, I do not know what the next watch along is going to be, but we have 2 weeks to figure it out because next week is Double or Nothing, and we're going to be reviewing that on Sunday night. So it'll be 2 weeks from tonight will be our next one. Not sure if there's any King of the Rings left we really want to do. We could just start doing some SummerSlams, actually. So I'll start thinking about it. Oh, look at Ray Rougeau and Bret. They've had some matches. Ray's like, all right. I can't believe they brought Ray Rougeau in to do that. He's great. I got a theory. I got a theory. Did you two guys act like that? Oh, Art. Art's still wide awake though. Look at him. He just doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. But he's all there. Natty's daddy. The Toddster. Oh yeah, that's right. We need to do a one night stand. Hardcore Heaven 99 we could do, but I think in 2 weeks we'll probably do one night stand 2006. Jack Tunney. Shout out to Tunney. Or Barely Legal. We could do Barely Legal as well. But I think we should do one night stand. We'll put up a poll or something. We'll figure it out. Oh, you dumb people. We had Mean Gene last year, Todd Stir this year. Yeah. Damn it. That cape is so obnoxious. That crown, look at that thing. Jim is doing it, not Jack Tunney. Tunney, you're like, yeah, sorry, we got no use for you tonight. Look at that scepter. I wouldn't even, if I was a king, I wouldn't want a scepter. I'm like, I don't want to carry this shit around with me all the time. Fuck this thing. The cape. Little WWE logo on the top. That helmet or that crown. Now he's in the chair, proudly in the chair. Like, I would not want to win. I would, like, if you're a wrestler that's kind of like a loner or a little bit shy, are you going to want to win the King of the Ring tournament so you can sit on there in a damn throne in a silly ass costume while weird music plays? Yeah. God, he looks so much like Johnny Lawrence right there. Hmm. Good job, Owen. The King of Hearts. Lawler and Piper. And a lot of water has gone under the dam. Piper's Pit was so much better than the King's Court. The guy with the dress. It's kind of funny that they debuted their new generation commercials tonight, yet Piper is in the main event. I like it. That's like Piper's trailer. Like it's really going to be Piper. Look at these people. Where's a dress? Jesus Christ. Boy, what an ovation there. And that, look at this kid. Good grief. How little is he? Looks just like Piper. The arenas they ran in 94 were just something else. Fucking brick wall behind him there. All right. recapping all the nonsense, and here we go for the main event. Memphis, Tennessee. Whenever I hear Memphis, Tennessee, I say it in Andy Kaufman's voice, and whenever I hear Tupelo, Mississippi, I say it in Kevin Nash's voice. Tupelo, Mississippi. Yeah, today when we were watching the members only Raw show, they did a SummerSlam report with Todd Pettengill. You should have seen the shirt he was wearing. I don't know what the hell's going on there. And they talked about the United Center, and that's going to be the first event held there. And here we might be just about a month away from AEW holding a big show there. We're going to find out on Wednesday. We'll be watching that together. It's the only link on my channel I don't have up yet. Everything else is up. It's ready to rock. I can't believe this whole show, the shape they're in. Fucking crazy, bro. Look at all these weirdos. I like how WWE has one king song for the Kings. Race, Haku, Lawler. They might even had one more person use it. I don't remember. I mean, we already saw a great match between Bret and Diesel. Owen and Kidd was good. Owen winning the tournament in general was good. And now we have to close on this. I guess you just need a babyface closing the show during this time still. I mean, Piper and Jerry Lawler, the main event of one show, Hogan and Flair, the main event of the other. I think WCW's got the nod on that one in terms of star power. Jerry the Burger King. That's the governor? Oh, yeah, I know. Damn heat. Denver and Miami, huh? That's probably what it's looking like. I've been to both cities. I like both cities, and they're both super different. I'm a warm climate guy, so I'd probably give the nod to Miami, but Denver's quite beautiful. Or the Rockies are, anyway. Yeah. Why on earth would they hand him a mic? It's Piper, the good old Piper music. I can't remember. Did we get Piper's? I think Piper's earlier WWE version here, not the one he'd use on his later years. Oh, he's got a whole set. I never knew how freaking loud those things were until I was somewhere and they played, might have been a funeral or something. And when he turned that thing on, it was so loud. Like, God damn. I like how Piper's got the kind of like the druid tunnel, only with bagpipers. I've seen Piper do this before. There he comes. Yeah, this is the theme of Piper that I like the best. I didn't like the one he had in WCW or the one that they had him use when he came back to WWE in like the 2000s. Like, this is the OG. This is the one I like. I don't know why they took it away and used the other one. It's making no sense. Oh, so he's got the kid now? He's got the kid on his team? He's got the kid. We never knew this kid's name. How come does he do a podcast or anything? Whatever happened to him? We should get him and Zach Gowen together on some project. Hmm. I love this version of Piper's song. So much better than anything else he had. Look, she's marking out. Look at her go. And what's another crazy thing about the King of the Ring is that right after you crown your King of the Ring, you have a guy with a king gimmick in the main event. What were they thinking? None of this shit made any sense. You should have booked Lawler and Piper for SummerSlam. That's all you needed to do. You didn't even need this match here. Why would you go somewhere specifically to chew bubblegum anyway? Hey, hey. Unbelievably great shape. Yeah, he's rocking those abs. Piper, what's your secret? I got to get mine back. They're gone. There he is. Piper is extremely slim here. Check out Drew McIntyre's themes. I've never been good with Drew's themes. Everybody was going crazy, like, what was it, like Clash at the Castle or something? And like, he should come out to Shattered Dreams or whatever his old theme is. And I'm like, I don't even know what that theme sounds like. I couldn't pick it out of a lineup. I don't even remember it at all. I was surprised how many people were like clamoring for it. And I'm like, I don't even remember what it sounds like. I started mentally checking out around those years. A big right hand. Piper apparently is doing this for charity in Toronto. I hope this is not a work and he's actually really doing that. Oh, full Nelson. Oh, he's going to get the kid to slap him. Oh, poked him in the eye. Okay, that'll work. I don't think Roddy Piper likes this guy. I gotta credit Art Donovan for hanging in there during all this. I mean, this is the only match Piper had after WrestleMania 8 in WWE, if you don't count the backlot brawl, which technically was a match, but not really a match. But it counts. But this is the only in-ring, in his gear match Piper had between 1992 and 2003. That's crazy. I thought he was kicking him in the... Out goes Lawler. Oh, yeah, Mike, next weekend's going to be a crazy one. All those links are up now. Night of Champions, Double or Nothing, predictions, Tony Khan announcements, all sorts of stuff going on. I do know that the night after Double or Nothing, oh man, the Raw on Memorial Day, where we are crowning new women's tag team champions, there will be no video that night. King of the Ring 95 starts next. We can stick around and watch that if you want. I don't know if we'll ever get to King of the Ring 95. That one's brutal. That one's brutal. Oh, Lawler's going after the kid. I mean, does Piper like actually win this match like with a sleeper like the old days? Vintage Jerry Lawler. Piper's covering up the kid, trying to protect him. Get out of there, kid. About to say, I thought this was going to be Lawler's opportunity here to do something. Nope, he's just going to go back after the kid. The kid is purposely not running out, just so they can have the spot with Piper covering him up. Yeah, looking back, it's pretty bizarre why this match even happened. I guess they just needed some extra attraction on this show to help sell it, I guess. But fuck, I would have saved Piper for SummerSlam. I mean, obviously, he did the whole build to this movie while he was in his trailer to whatever other movie he was on. So even if he was doing another movie, he probably could have made SummerSlam work. Yes, seventh SCN. We talked about that last week too. Like they should have just put Shawn with Diesel and had them face Sid and another tag team partner. Maybe Tatanka wouldn't have made sense since he was feuding with Bam Bam, but maybe put somebody else from the corporation with Sid. Maybe like a Kama or I don't know, somebody else. Ooh, right punch right to Lawler's or to Piper's nose from Lawler. Sleeper. Come on, Roddy, you got to make your comeback here. This would have been much more fun. Like in '94, this match is just shit. You try this shit 9 years earlier, 10 years earlier, in a gritty, bloody battle, like a gritty, bloody Southern wrestling battle in Memphis. Babyface Lawler, heel Piper. And then it would have made this way more interesting to run it back 10 years later with heel Lawler and babyface Piper. You could call back to their history and all that, but did he really put Piper out with his own move? One. Imagine if this is how UFC was. This is how you determine victory. How many lives would be lost? Hmm. There it is. Pretty good one, too. Piper stayed up long. Piper is just so slim. Super valuable time you're wasting, Lawler, you moron. Oh, yeah, you do a dog collar like Valentine and Piper. How bloody that got. It would be a very similar match, I think. Hmm. Piper calling for more. Spit on him, I think. Oh. Come on. Ooh. Hmm. Kind of funny because I think Piper was on commentary like when Savage proposed, when Savage got the snake chewing on his arm. Oh, the roles are reversed. Big bulldog. Oh, running bulldog. I think this is going to, he's probably going to be just putting Lawler out here because there's not many more minutes left in the show. Oh, ref bump. I didn't know we were going to get a ref bump. Lawler got some knucks or something. Yeah, he's going for something. And he nails Piper with it. Right in the esophagus. Hmm. Go ahead. Art Donovan said he'll help him jump Lawler. Come on, Earl. Oh, Lawler with more leverage, apparently. Come on, kid. Push the feet off, you dummy. You should have waited, or you should have done it earlier. Uh-oh. Back suplex. That's not going to be the finish, is it? No. That was shit. That match was garbage. I'm sorry. That was trash. Stupid main event. Stupid match to even book on this show. Unnecessary. Uh, you could have made better use of Piper. One with a belly to back that was horrifically executed, and a pin that wasn't executed much better. And he celebrates with this kid that nobody knows, who was a heel 2 weeks ago, and you're going to lift him up on your shoulders like Miss Elizabeth now. And this is going to be the closing image of your pay-per-view on a night that the King of Hearts became the King of Hearts. Bret and Diesel had one of the better matches of the year. This is how we close? Like, why did they even do this for Piper? I don't even understand what the fuck the point was. Oh, look at this. You're still the man. Look at Sean pep talking Diesel. That won't last. Just that's a exclusive just for us on Coliseum Home Video, y'all. Yeah, get out of here. Well, I didn't ask. Fuck. You guys, you let that camera stay in your face that whole time, and now you're just telling it to leave? Those two dudes with attitudes, I'll tell you. Oh my God, what a day. Thank you so much, guys, for being here. I appreciate it. Like I said, probably not going to do a Raw review tomorrow unless we wake up tomorrow and we see big plans for Raw. Then we'll come up after the show, but likely I'm not gonna because it's going to be a busy week as well. We're going to be up here Wednesday night to watch Dynamite together, find out what Tony Khan's big announcement is. Then on Thursday, we're going to predict Night of Champions and Double or Nothing. Then on Saturday, we're going to review Night of Champions. Then on Sunday, we're going to review Double or Nothing. So it's a big, long week. Links for everything except for Wednesday's stream are already up on the channel. I'll throw the other one up tonight, and it's going to be a fun ass week. So I appreciate you guys being here tonight. Thank you to everybody who just stopped by and joined us for the members only watch along today with Elizabeth. That was a lot of fun. It was a great day as always, and thanks again for hanging out and watching some wrestling with me. I'll catch you guys either tomorrow or on Wednesday. Until